Catherine Nelms, and I'd like to talk to you today about the positive aspects of social media in the classroom. I am a special education teacher. I teach grades kindergarten through 5th grade. And although I teach special education students, one of the things I have learned is that when it comes to computers and social media, the special education student is exactly on par with the general education student. I'm going to add a YouTube video by Jennifer Berglund, and if you'll pardon me, I'm going to read her credentials to you. In this video, she is testifying to the United States Congress. Jennifer is currently the Director of Governmental Relations at the Texas Computer Education Association. She's also the former Executive Technology Officer at Bryan Independent School District. This video is from June 6 of 2009. In this video, she highlights the success that students at Stephen F. Austin Middle School in Bryan Independent School District had utilizing social media in the classroom.
2004, Stephen F. Austin Middle School, which we call SFA, issued laptops to all students and teachers attending the school, which was made possible with funds from a grant through the No Child Left Behind Title II Enhancing Education Through Technology program. We called this program One Vision, for we had one vision for how we wanted one-to-one computing to transform how teachers taught and how students learned. After 5 years of implementation, the one-to-one learning environment, the school has increased achievement, a reduction in discipline referrals, had an increase in teacher retention, and increased technology proficiency for both teachers and students. The access to these resources enables the students of SFA to be engaged in their learning. Students use online resources to perform digital experiments, view virtual manipulations for abstract concepts in math and science, discuss topics in social studies using an online chat application, and publish their writing on the internet. One student at SFA used her laptop to begin writing a sequel to the Harry Potter series from the point of view of her favorite character. This wasn't an assignment given to her by her teacher. This was her passion. The laptop just made the writing a little bit easier. Having digital content rather than traditional textbooks enables the students to use all the web tools available to personalize their learning. Students use these to customize their experience on the internet. They create, they collaborate, and they publish in ways that were not possible 10 years ago. The teacher no longer has to possess all the knowledge needed to instruct their students. They can truly be the facilitator of learning. In fact, students are able to find their own teacher using the internet. These teachers might be a video demonstrating a physics problem or step-by-step instructions on how to divide fractions. This customization of a student's learning has led the students to become more independent learners.
As you'll see in this infographic comparing Bryan ISD and Klein ISD student populations, the two school districts are actually very similar in student population. We also compared Stephen F. Austin Middle School and Kaiser Elementary. Stephen F. Austin Middle School is the middle school that had such success with the social media. The demographics are basically the same, and this is the reason why I'd like to see social media brought down into the elementary setting. I believe that if we start reading groups, and by this I mean like book clubs for discussion on Facebook and Twitter, that we would have more participation. Using social media, Facebook or Twitter, gives the student a certain amount of anonymity. And even though you know who posted the video or the tweet, for some reason students still feel like they can say more on Facebook and Twitter than they can in the classroom. Imagine, if you will, a special education student who's already struggling, and then you're trying to get them to participate. They're usually very timid and shy. They're afraid to say something wrong. They're afraid because they always are getting something wrong, and so they won't speak as much. If we allow them the use of social media, they can possibly tell you more insight to what they feel or how they're reading something. You can ask questions like, what is the author's purpose? And they would give you what they honestly thought. And in explanation, you might be able to find out that in fact they do understand what the author's purpose is. They'd also be writing, and that's always a plus. With the use of social media in the classroom, there are some negative aspects, and I feel that on a daily basis we see this in our local news and sometimes in our national news, where students, because of the anonymity that they think they have using Facebook and Twitter, have posted something, cyberbullying and things like that. There have been a lot of negative aspects, but this also proves the point that students are using social media outside the classroom, and they're talking and having discussions, and I'd like to add that into our classrooms. I think that teachers would have to place lots of parameters, and we would have to monitor the use of the group or the chat probably constantly, especially in the elementary setting. But I still feel like it would bring in a positive aspect and allow students that have no voice in the classroom to have a voice someplace.